Then where is Shelly?
Because after Shelly and John disappeared, John and Shelly's families sort of turn on one another. I think in large part because of the lack of answers in this case. I mean, they don't know what happened to their loved ones, and without answers to fill in the gaps, it leaves a lot of room for you to try and fill them in yourselves. And I've seen this in more than one case where, like, when a couple goes missing, like, there just ends up being this huge divide.
Then where is Shelly?
Well, according to members of John's family at the time, potentially being hidden by other family members. His brother-in-law told us Shelly's dad, I guess, drove down to Florida right around when she and John went missing. And that felt strange to him. Like, why wouldn't you want to be close as this investigation is unfolding kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think your mind is just looking for any kind of connection. And in that moment, even sometimes logic can go out the window when you're just like desperate for answers. But the other thing that felt a little off to him too is John's brother told us that in 1999, he visited Shelly's brother's condo. He lived out in Vegas at the time. And in 99, he's like trying to explore this theory, right? Like, did her family help her disappear? So this is the specific reason he goes.
Right, but like Vegas is iconically not Florida.
No, he lives out west. But again, like, did she go to her parents and then go there? Like, looking for anything at this point. So he says when Shelly's brother let him in, he was surprised to see this bachelor's place spotless, which is kind of like old school thinking, like men can be clean too. But he's thinking in his mind, like he knows Shelly was super tidy. And apparently her brother took 15 minutes to let him in. So John's brother had this feeling that Shelly's brother was hiding something.
Or someone.
Exactly. Now, we got to talk to Shelly's brother. He remembers this visit too, and he told us that theory's ridiculous. Of course, Shelly wasn't there. And he's like, I can clean a one-bedroom apartment perfectly fine on my own. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. And in the years since, most of the Markleys have let that theory go, mainly because they always knew Shelly to be the best mom. And, you know, if that theory is what happened, like the whole goal would be that so she could be with the kids, right? Like,
but she hasn't had any contact
exactly
with the kids in how long?
Like 30 years. They're like, there's no way she would ever do that.
Especially if her goal in all of this was to
get the kids.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so the family like isn't on the Shelly train anymore.